Hello, class. My name is Mrs. Rachel Freeman, and the career path that I chose to research is that of a licensed clinical social worker. The person I interviewed name is Mrs. Renee Jones. Mrs. Jones currently is a supervisory clinical therapist for the Capital Regions Children's Center. Mrs. Jones received her bachelor's degree in psychology with a minor in social work. She received her master's degree in social work with a concentration in child and family counseling and substance abuse. Social work is a very popular, sought after field. It involves working with people, those working with individuals, couples, families, and groups. A person who works as a licensed clinical social worker should have a desire and a passion of working with people in a service capacity. A social worker, licensed clinical social worker, not only works in direct counseling, but they serve as a liaison between different institutions. They help their clients with their doctors, appointments, visit, and with other community resources. I chose this career because I am one that loves working with people. And I enjoy being around them, talking to them, helping them, and just being a mediator for them. Yeah. A social worker can work in a private setting or a community setting. They can work with inpatient and outpatient in rehab centers, hospital, nursing homes, and medical centers. A typical day for Mrs. Jones in her job as a licensed clinical social worker starts at 10 a.m. And goes till 6 p.m. The first thing she does is checks her email and looks at her client logs. And then off she is to visit her clients. Her clients are mostly male, ages 6 to 20. They are in a single parent home where mostly there's no fathers. And as she meet with them in their homes or in their schools, she helped them deal with their psychosocial problems. Most of them, because of their age, don't have any idea where to start, begin, or finish. This is a great interest to me because I have worked with individuals, adults, in the mental illness capacity as well as the intellectual disabilities. And in that job field, I work to help them with their activities of daily living. The social work field grows 12%, which is faster than average. And the salary ranges are, the medium salary is $45,900. One of the great benefits of working as a licensed clinical social worker is that you have the opportunity to work with people of all ages, with children, adolescents, adults, and seniors, and you work with them, these populations in all backgrounds and environment. It is quite rewarding to work with this population to help them set their goals and see them from the beginning to the end or somewhere in between. Some of the drawbacks of working as a licensed clinical social worker is that this job can be very stressful because you are working with people. Client overload is one of the big drawbacks and stresses. And also the salary for some can be, even though the job is rewarding, the salaries compared to other jobs with higher degrees in a human service capacity is a little bit lower as a licensed clinical social worker. And also, some of the drawbacks is in some states they look at a good quality program as the pass rate in receiving the license to be a social worker. They believe that some of the schools in preparing students to be a social worker with a master's degree do not prepare them adequately for licensing, to receiving a license. So when you're looking for a program as a licensed clinical social worker, it's a good idea to search for a program that has a great curriculum, also one that is preparing you well for licensure. In the Jones personality test, I scored as a ENFJ, which is extrovert, intuitive feelings, and judgment. And the careers for a person with this type of personality is counseling, social work, psychology, and becoming an educator, as well as the interest profiler test. My highest score was in that of social area. which puts me back to social work, psychology, and fields of that nature. I am excited and ready to obtain my degree in psychology and to further my career in getting a degree, a master's degree in licensed clinical social worker so that I can serve others. Thank you.